Hi, my name's Tom. I was sent this black leather executive office chair to tell you all about it, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I've been using this chair for about a week now while I work from home and kind of do some other stuff in the evening, all on the computer. I actually really like this chair a lot. I think this is going to become my default chair for my upstairs office. It has some advantages that some of the bigger, heavier duty chairs don't have. Let me tell you all about it. So a couple quick things about the chair. First of all, it is very comfortable. I really like it a lot. You'll see me kind of rocking back and forth in it as well. I love that feature. I love that the seat tilts. We'll talk about all that stuff. Assembly, just so you know, it was really easy to assemble. You get a little Allen wrench like this. This is actually kind of a nice thing. You can kind of use your hand and twist it here. You got a whole bunch of extra pieces. You get extra parts in it. I actually have some little end caps for the cover up the screw holes that I haven't used yet. But overall, it's actually a very fairly easy build. When you put it together, there's one piece where you need to put the back piece onto the actual arms after you have the seat in. There's a trick. The instructions don't cover it, but the trick is to lay the front piece down on the seat and then go ahead and screw in both sides and then flip the back up, and then you go ahead and you screw in the extra screws and everything kind of fits together. I've learned that from building chairs over the years. Overall, the build for the chair, it took less than 30 minutes, start to finish. It really was pretty straightforward. So here's what the chair looks like when I'm not sitting in it. It just is a beautiful black leather chair. It's kind of a premium faux leather here, but I want you to see something. The stitching is red. It just really pops. I like it a lot. It's kind of an executive chair. It does kind of have that premium quality to it. It's fairly comfortable. The padding is nice and thick in here. It's not overly thick, so it's not like a couch, but it is thick enough for sitting. It is very, very comfortable. I am actually pretty impressed with this. Same with the back. You have kind of multiple cushions all stitched together here. And you can see in up here, you do have a little bit more of a padded headrest, which I have used a lot. I've put my head against this, so you can see. It just overall is a fairly comfortable chair. Even the arms actually have padding as well. So I really like the look and the general feel of the chair. Let me kind of talk through all the features from the bottom to the top. First things first, this looks like plastic. It is metal. This is a really, really solid chair. The actual metal frame there's a metal bar here, and it's already welded to this metal piece here. So this entire thing is metal. And they all screw in very tightly with metal screws, so that's nice. It is very, very strong. It's a good quality chair. The wheels themselves are thicker than normal wheels. They are plastic, so they won't scratch up wood, but they do spin very well. They spin well on the carpeting that I have here, and I spun it across a floor, and that worked great too. Up here is very standard kind of a tension rod. This tension allows you to change the tension of the seat rocking back and forth. So this seat can rock back and forth. The whole chair will rock as a kind of a giant L. I can't really do it while I'm here, but when I'm sitting in it, you'll be able to see me rock back and forth. The whole seat rocks. The back does not recline. It stays at that 90-degree angle, but the whole seat can kind of rock back and forth. It's like a 30-degree rocking. And this controls how loose it is. So I keep it nice and loose so I can kind of rock back whenever I want. If you don't want to, you can tighten that up as well. This little lever here will allow you to go up and down. Let me press it to see if I'll go up anymore. Nope, I'm already all the way up. But you can, when you're sitting in it and you press it, you'll go down. Standard office chair, that's great. But also, if you push it in, it will go ahead and lock the rotation, or it'll lock the bouncing. So if you don't feel like going back and forth, you can lock it in place and it will get locked up. If you pull it out, it'll unlock it, and then you can kind of rotate back and forth. And then here are the arms, one arm on each side. Nice thing about the arms, you ready for this? Yes, they do move out of the way, so that if you want to go ahead and do this and push it under a desk, they will fit much better. So right there's the arm stopping it on that side. But here, because the arm is up, it can go ahead and rotate in. So if you want to have an office, maybe you have like a conference room with a bunch of office chairs, and you want to go ahead and push all the chairs in underneath the table when you're leaving, you can go ahead and get this one, because the arms go up, you push them all in, and you save a lot of space. You can also go ahead and obviously use a chair without the arms if you want to. I personally like the arms for the most part, so I put them down, and they are very comfortable. I like these arms for a couple of different reasons. One, they are padded. That's a nicety, and you can see they do have the black stitching. Also, they are really, really, really curvy, and this allows your arm to kind of sit naturally and kind of hang off the edge. I've had some chairs with arms that go straight out, and that's a little uncomfortable. This kind of curves, it's a little more natural, and it just feels better on your arms, especially when you're at a keyboard. Here's the actual seat itself. Again, very comfy. If you want the actual measurements, the exact measurements, check the Amazon listing. They really are very accurate. The whole back seat is just very, very comfortable. This is kind of a thick padding. It's been pretty durable. Again, I've sat on this for a week and it feels exactly the same. Everything feels good. It's still very comfortable. The headrest, I do like that. It is double padded, almost triple padded here, because you got a pad here, and a little bit extra here. I'm about 6 feet tall, and my head just kind of fits right on that headrest. It's just a very comfortable chair overall, and it looks great. So this chair has a lot of different uses. It's a good general work from home office chair. It really is fairly comfortable. I'm going to be using this chair, I think, pretty much all the time now. This, I think, is my preferred chair. It just has the right amount of padding. It has the right sizing for me. When I sit back, there we go, my head is right here on the back of this pad, and it just feels comfortable. I can sit and look at spreadsheets. This is very comfortable. I can game as well. Again, same idea. Just pull up the controller. My arms are sitting on the arms itself, and it's a very comfortable looking chair, and it feels good. I can do a lot of this. Let me show you how I can rock back and forth. So here I am now, because I've loosened it up, so I can just kind of rock back and forth. You see the entire back still stays 90 degrees to the seat, but I can rock back like this. I can rock forward. I just kind of do this. In fact, while I'm actually working, I do a lot of this sort of stuff. I just kind of go back and forth like this. It's almost like a rocking chair. I kind of push myself. I find this to be fairly comfortable. I just really like doing this. I'm not much of a recliner where the back goes back. I've had chairs that do that. That's great. But this is more of a my speed. It's kind of a working chair, go back and forth. And again, if I want to roll the arms up, that's cool. I'll just sit like this. And again, I can still rock because it's nice and loose. If I want to lock this in place, remember again, I push this in, boom, I can't go back anymore. It's locked. Pull it back out, and now I can go ahead and rock back and forth. Again, this chair is rated for individuals of 300 or 400 pounds. It comes in two colors of black, which is what you see right here with the red stitching, as well as kind of an orangey color. That orangey color is really a poppin' color. That is really a way to make a statement in a room. These would be great in a conference room when you need 6 or 7 or 8 chairs, a kind of just general purpose chairs that'll fit any kind of use, any kind of person. These are the chairs to get a bunch of them, fill up a conference room. These work very well. The assembly is very straightforward. The weight limit is good for most people, and they are just fairly comfortable. Again, the rocking is kind of a nice feature here. They are regular size chairs. Again, check the measurements in the Amazon listing. But what that means is they're not oversized. The arms are not super wide apart. The seating is not an extra 15 inches wide or anything, which means they'll easily move from one room to the next. You can slide them through a standard doorway at home. You can definitely slide them through a standard office doorway. Sometimes those doorways are actually a little bit wider. But a home doorway, this will slide right through. Some of the really, really big chairs that are made for very, very heavy people, 300, 400, 500-pound people, those chairs are great, but they don't move very easily. So if you need to move them from one room to the next, it's actually difficult. So overall, I really like this chair. This is really just a nice, comfortable, good office chair. No frills, no super duper whiz bang things. It's going to last a long time. It feels very comfortable. It has all the nice leather. It has the nice features. It looks good. The red stitching just makes it go wow, makes it pop. If you're looking for an office chair for home, and you just kind of need a general chair that maybe a lot of people will use or some people use, you just need something to kind of rock back and forth, and you're not really into the recliner thing so much, you need a good working chair, I can definitely recommend this. It's highly recommended.